Hello, world of YouTube. So today is May 6th, 2022. For most people, Multiverse of Madness has released today. Yeah, I ended up actually watching it yesterday and I just had so many feelings, but I didn't want to spoil it for the people around me, and I'm just sitting here with all this tension in my mind. I thought, okay, let's record a video. Let's tell YouTube. So if you're watching this, hi stranger, what's up? I've never really done this before, so it might suck, maybe it won't. We'll see how this goes. I just wanted to start off by saying my name is Maduki. I mean, not really, but for you, it's Maduki. So, I've seen most of the Marvel movies. I might have skipped the Captain America or Hulk movie, but whatever, right? For our purposes, I've seen most of them. I feel like the expectation I had coming in really did not match what I watched, but I don't want to totally rip it apart because I think it was a really awesome movie. I think the cinematography, certain shots of it were gorgeous. I didn't really feel as excited about it as I thought I was going to feel. It was like we got that one cool scene with Doctor Strange and America kind of going through the multiverse, but then they spend most of the movie in two universes. I really was so excited of the thought of the multiverse breaking, like the idea of the evil Doctor Strange from What If coming in, the WandaVision series, the X-Men series, that I was so excited about. Going in from the trailer, I was really expecting, the multiverse of madness. We were gonna get the X-Men, we were gonna get the evil Doctor Strange, it was all gonna tie in. And what I got really was, I guess, a little confusing. It felt like these characters that we did get from the multiverse, it was just like, hey, look at us, ooh, that's a reference, ooh, look at him. It was just kind of like, hey guys, look at all these characters that you know and love, but actually, none of that matters. We're just gonna fatality everyone. And in contrast, when you look at how Spider-Man did it, we have these characters that we know and love, and they're just actually an integral part of the plot. I haven't read any comics. I don't know if Multiverse of Madness was an original story. I'm assuming it was. If this was directly from a comic, I was not aware. It didn't really make sense to me. Some of the actions of the characters, like Wanda, for example, wasn't the whole lesson of WandaVision that she became corrupted from her own desire to just be with Vision? It's just WandaVision 2.0 with the plot line right now. Maybe lesson isn't the right word, but wasn't her whole thing, look at all these people I've hurt, and on top of it, where is the White Vision? Did he just fuck off and everyone was like, okay? Did he not get Vision's memories? Am I pretending that part? Does he not realize this is the woman I was in love with? That was my wife? Why is the White Vision not in this movie? Is that just oh, I am the Vision, psh, I'm not gonna acknowledge you for the next few months? If Wanda has all this crazy power that she's willing to jump through the multiverse, kill people for, why would she not seek him out to some degree? Why would he not be seeking her out to another degree? In other dimensions, the Vision was willing to sacrifice people for zombie Wanda. Wanda created a whole universe for this Vision, so what's up with that? Are we ever gonna get an answer? And I just felt it was so out of character the way Xavier supposedly advocated for the execution of one Doctor Strange, and then the other one, he's like, oh, we shouldn't be judging people on their past, we can give people second chances. What? It just doesn't make sense to me. Xavier wouldn't execute someone like that. Maybe my characterization is wrong, but it felt very wrong. It didn't feel like something he would be advocating to happen. In the What If series, evil Doctor Strange is created from Christine's death. So it doesn't really make sense to me, the existence of that evil Doctor Strange. I don't think they're the same one, but I thought that that's what the Multiverse of Madness was going to do. I was really hoping that this was gonna be the movie that ties in the X-Men characters. You know, we acknowledge Scarlet Witch as an X-Men character, that her relationship with Xavier, like, none of that happens, and I understand it's because our Scarlet Witch is not part of that universe, but I mean, I feel like that universe, the Scarlet Witch was there. Like, we could have gave her a few lines, we could have gave her a scene with him. I don't know, that would have enhanced it a little bit for me. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but whatever, I have to put this side note it. Whoever was responsible for the hair, I wasn't really feeling it for some of these characters. Like Peggy Carter, I was imagining her curls to be a little bit bigger, tighter, like got some bounce to them. Instead, they're kind of like this wig I'm wearing, like just kind of loose curls. And I know this is something so ridiculous to be nitpicky about, but I've seen cosplayers pull it off beautifully, and I just feel like it kind of fell flat. And I feel the same way for America. She has beautiful wavy curly hair, and this actress again with the loose waves. America's hair, in my head vision, I guess, would be very kinky, like curly hair, like very, very curly hair. And whatever we got was kind of like this wig I'm wearing, like mostly straight with some waves in the bottom. Also, even Wanda's hair, it looked kind of dry to me. It looked a little dry, and it was just stuck to her head. The Scarlet Witch, like her hair is like voluminous, beautiful big curls, and I don't know. Again, this is ridiculous, so don't cancel me over this. Just a thought. Like, I don't know if they ran out of hairspray on set or something, but come on, we could have had some bouncier curls going on. Not that I want to talk with this wig, but you know what I mean. Back to the characters, I just feel like we also really didn't, or at least for me, I really didn't get that emotional connection with America. Like, I feel like her and Doctor Strange's relationship started off as, hey, you gotta protect me now, and he's like, okay, I'll fight to the death. America and Doctor Strange, I really didn't feel that connection with them two as I felt with him and Spider-Man. And that's a little strange because it's America and Doctor Strange were together practically the whole movie, and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange were together for maybe a few minutes. I don't know. They weren't together as long. I felt like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange have a stronger connection. I don't really understand the relationship between them. Is it a mentor, a friend slash fatherish figure? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, really, the relation between them. Like, why did she choose to stay with him at the end? It feels like she was more into him than he was into her, to be honest. But like, it wasn't even like a thing like that. So it was like weirdness. I felt like a weird tension between them. I don't know how else to word it. So I really love the X-Men, and I might get some hate for this, but I liked the Fox movies. I thought that the casting was great. I did enjoy the costumes. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of the story, of course, because but I did understand, there was some licensing stuff that came with that or whatever. And I was really excited when I saw Xavier was going to be in the trailer, that wow, this is going to be the moment we're finally going to acknowledge Wanda and Xavier's relationship, as X-Men, part of the X-Men universe. We're finally going to tie it in. And there was none of that. We just got brutal fatalities of all these characters, and it was like, what's the point? It didn't feel satisfying at all. Even though I was super excited to see these characters, it was like, what was the point? Well, what even was the point? Just to show us, hey, we got him. That multiverse tie-in. It wasn't satisfying for me. It really felt like just a WandaVision 2.0. I know it was explained that the book had corrupted her. It just felt like I'm just pissed. at any cost I need this, at any cost I need this. Like, we didn't get any, like, nuance. Like, maybe we could have had some scenes with the other Wanda or something, but she spent that entire movie, like, corrupted. When we saw Wanda in WandaVision, she was a nuanced character. Like, she was doing things that she, I guess, knew was bad, but, you know, we see her interacting with all these other characters, and she does genuinely acknowledge it at some point. With Doctor Strange, it's just like, everyone shut the fuck up. I just want what I want, and I want it now. How is this different from WandaVision? Like, she's just gonna do it again? Like, it just felt like a disservice to her character. She was an Avenger, like, give her some credit. Like, I know this book corrupted her, I guess. I love Scarlet Witch, and I just wanted to see some of that X-Men side come out. I just wish we got a little bit more out of the character than this steamroll of pure rage and corruption, and I feel like it could have been resolved a different way. Was there only that one multiverse that has her boys? Like, maybe there was a multiverse where Wanda got killed in action and now her kids are orphans. There was infinite possibilities, and I know I'm sounding nitpicky. This plot felt a little weird for me. Honestly, it felt weird. It was just Wanda's blind rage, the story. I feel like we could have gone more in depth. I feel like we could have gone deeper. I feel like I really didn't get to know America, like, at all. Like, yeah, she was following around Doctor Strange and he was protecting her. Maybe this is just a setup for some future stuff with her, I guess. Majority of her scenes is her in some kind of distress and she's got to get saved or she needs help. And I wish we got a little bit more from her. I don't want to sound like a hater because overall it was a fun watch. It was a fun watch. It wasn't like a bad movie. It was just not really what I was hoping for in terms of this new phase of MCU, I guess, is how I would say that. I was really hoping this was going to be an introduction to some upcoming storylines, but I guess it is for Doctor Strange. It's not hitting. It's not hitting the way I was expecting it to for me. Like, I was really excited for the, everything to get tied in. I was really expecting them to jump around a little bit more, honestly, but, and then by the end, she just kind of figures it out. It just doesn't make sense to me why they were all so committed to killing her, instead of being like, oh, this girl does not know how to use her powers because she's a child. Makes sense. Why don't we try to help her? Instead, it's like, nah, we're not gonna teach her anything as adult superheroes and mentors. We're just gonna run for our lives, I guess, and try to kill her, I guess. I feel like I'm sounding like a hater with all of this, but there was just overall feeling of slight underwhelmedness. The actors did great. It was a wonderful performance by everybody. I just wish we got a little bit deeper. It felt like a side story almost, and it was very weird because if Wanda is literally threatening to destroy the entire universe, like shred it apart, Doctor Strange really is the only guy, him and America, the only people involved. Of course, Wong too. I will not forget Wong. This is the multiverse of madness. Like, we had that whole execution of everyone else, and only Doctor Strange and America are going to be the ones to fix it. I guess. I just feel like we could have incorporated these other characters that we did have a little bit more. They could have been an ally, they could have did something. Instead it was just you die, you die, you die, you die, and you die. It just was like, yeah, everybody dies except Doctor Strange, I guess, but even he, you know, we got a zombie Doctor Strange too, like even he died at one point. I watched the Moon Knight series too, like literally the night before this came out because, you know, that was the season ending. And I wasn't even into Moon Knight like that. You know, honestly, I didn't really know that series. I didn't really know that character, but by the end of it, I felt so hype when they introduced the third personality. I was like, wow, like, I love this series, I love this character. I was expecting those same, like, oh my god, like, I can't wait for the next movie, like, I can't wait to see how this all ties in. And this one, it was just kind of like, oh, it was, I felt like kind of sad, and I felt like an emptiness about it. It just felt like dread. Like it was not like a hype. And maybe that's intentional by Marvel. Too Long did a read. They did Scarlet Witch dirty. They did the hair on several of these girls dirty. They did my man Xavier very dirty. They didn't introduce the multiverse into the main MCU universe in the way that I was really expecting. You know, like, oh my gosh, we got Captain Carter, but it was just kind of like, oh, we teased her for you guys, but it's like, so who knows what's actually gonna happen with that. It left more for me to be desired because I was hoping we would get some cool canon. Not that it's not canon, but some cool new additions to the main storyline. And America is awesome. She is really cool, but it didn't feel like a multiverse of madness. It felt like Wanda's really wants this one thing and she's corrupted, and I guess she's evil now. She's evil Wanda. Only Doctor Strange in America. No other cast can fix this. Wish White Vision showed up. I honestly really was expecting that. Like, that's her supposed lover. Like, there's not one conversation that happens between the two at any point. Maybe we get shown that stuff later, because I don't expect that they're not going to address that at some point. Or maybe they won't, because she's not even... Or who knows where she's at the end. Is she alive? Is she dead? We don't know. Also, at the end of Spider-Man, doesn't Ned, like, join Doctor Strange and Wong? Like, why was he not included? I don't know what was up with that. Did they not want to pay him? Like, I don't know. It feels like a lot left unanswered. I feel like I was left hanging. I'm hoping that the next installment or whatever continuation can answer some of these questions, but yeah. Overall, I feel like I would give this movie a 6.5. It was a fun watch. You know, I didn't hate it, despite what this whole spiel might make it seem like. I guess that's it, right? I don't know what else to say. I just had to talk about it. So, if you made it this far, thanks. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole like and subscribe, because this was some random shit I just felt like putting out. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, even if you're a stranger, just comment. I really need people to talk to about this, because I don't know. You know, I'm not some super expert, and this was just how I felt going into it, and maybe people around me feel the same way. Who knows? Let's find out. Tell me what you think, and yeah. Bye.